Welcome back. The special edition of the News Hour continues, and so does our coverage on the big story, the big political face-off in West Bengal. The Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, is sitting on a dharna against the central government. My colleague Tamal is joining us live. Let's go across to him and take updates as to what is happening there really, Tamal. I'm also given to understand that the Chief Minister spoke a while back. What did she say?
Okay, if I could hear you properly, she essentially said that there would be a massive protest tomorrow. And yes, Shioshi, that's what we heard. She's speaking to her party workers, she's talking to her party leaders, and she has essentially called for a massive protest all across the state.
What we can, if we can tell our camera person to just show, video journalist Suraj to show the amount of people that have gathered here, the amount of TMC supporters that have gathered here. We're just inside the media enclosure, but we can see the amount of people who have come out in support of Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. She has said that tomorrow, once the budget is presented here, the state budget is going to be tabled here in the assembly in Kolkata. She will be holding that cabinet meet because the cabinet nod is absolute essential. She will be holding that cabinet meet right here. As you can see, the stage is still being made. The bamboos and the plywoods have been brought in. The stage is being made. She will be holding a cabinet meet here. She's asked the MLAs to leave for tonight, to come back tomorrow for the budget session because the budget needs to be tabled. But after that, afternoon onwards, there will be statewide TMC protests against this particular incident that has unfolded here in Kolkata, an unprecedented kind of movement that we've seen today between the CBI and Kolkata police.
Well, it's important to mention, Shioshi, at this point in time, what you are picking up from our sources, that it's just not going to be Trinamool Congress. It's just not going to be Mamata Banerjee sitting here. We are picking up from our sources that other leaders from Delhi and elsewhere might just come down in Kolkata. Yes, other leaders who had supported Mamata Banerjee on 19th of January might come down to Kolkata tomorrow onwards, and they might sit beside her, join her dharna. Many people have already called her. I did speak with Firhad Hakim, Trinamool Congress minister, just a short while back. He did confirm that several tall leaders from other opposition parties.
Tamal and Shreyasi, looks like this is also going to turn now into an opposition unity event. The opposition parties coming together in support of Mamata Banerjee. Our guests, in fact, continue to be with us. This is a development in West Bengal. The face-off now only escalating. We've asked our guests, in fact, requested them to stay back. Ratan Sharda, Dr. Garga Chatterjee, Ashutosh Mishra, Vikas Gupta, Tuin Sinha is also with us on the panel. Dr. Dinesh Varshne also continues to be with us. Thank you for staying back. Let me go across to Ashutosh Mishra now. Ashutosh Mishra, this opportunity now for the opposition parties to come together, this is also turning into an opposition versus Modi scenario.
It's not actually, because if you were asking a question before we went into the break, that why is the CBI acting now? So I would like to tell you that was
a question raised by one of the panelists on the timing. I just directed it towards Tuin Sinha. Yes, please continue.
Yes. So the answer to that is very simple. That in November, Mr. Modi was telling people that Mayawati, Mamata and Akhilesh are fine, but banish Congress. The three leaders spurned Mr. Modi, and thereafter he has unleashed CBI after them. Whether it be Mamata Banerjee, Mayawati or Akhilesh, we can see it. So the CBI is being misused here, and it's very obvious.
Okay, and Ashutosh Mishra feels the CBI has been unleashed, especially after Mayawati, Akhilesh and Mamata, and this is political vendetta. I'll take counters on that, Ashutosh Mishra. But let's once again, in fact, play out what the Joint Director CBI told us, after which the CRPF has been deployed outside the CBI office. Let's listen into Pankaj Srivastav.
घर पे घेरा हुआ है, मेरे घर को करीब 1 घंटा हो गया घेरा हुआ है। जो इन्फॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं वो ये क्यों अरेस्ट करेंगे, तो उनसे बात करने का कोई मतलब नहीं। जिसको वारंट हम लेते हैं, लेकिन जब हमको ये अंदेशा होता है कि वारंट लेने के समय में लीक हो जाएगी इन्फॉर्मेशन, और वारंट मिलने में भी डाउट रहता है कई बार, तो हमें वारंट की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है। पुलिस को वारंट लेकर जाने की हर जगह आवश्यकता नहीं है इन्वेस्टिगेशन में। और ये केस हमने सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश से, ये जो है माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश से रजिस्टर किया है और इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहे हैं, जिसमें लार्जर कंस्पिरेसी को इन्वेस्टिगेट करना है और उसके लिए हम लोगों को काम नहीं करने दिया जा रहा है। पिछले 2 वर्षों से 2017 से हम लोग लगातार नोटिस दे रहे थे इन अधिकारियों को, पुलिस अधिकारियों को, कि वो आकर के और हमें बताएं कि कुछ एविडेंस, जो इम्पोर्टेंट एविडेंस है, वो कहाँ गया। गई थी एग्जामिन करने के लिए, एग्जामिन करने के बाद अगर वो एग्जामिनेशन में कोऑपरेट नहीं करते तो और आगे कार्रवाई करती, लेकिन उनको डिटेन कर लिया गया है। धक्का मुक्की और उनके साथ बदतमीजी बहुत हुई है, जैसा कि मुझे बताया है।
Well, let me go across to Vikas Gupta. Vikas Gupta, has that issue now been settled after the joint director of the CBI saying that the CBI does not need to carry the warrant because they had already summoned him, which was skipped, so the CBI had to take an action? Because another charge by the CBI is that the administration, the Bengal administration, is destroying the evidence.
Swati, just allow me only 60 seconds. When in 2014 May the matter was referred to the investigation under CBI, the entire case file which was investigated by the Bengal police immediately gets transferred in the hands of the CBI. Now one important question is that for all this along, if the CBI found that the entire papers of the investigation was not handed over, did they even approach the apex court in last 5 years? Point number 2, when it's a cognizable offence, he's right that you do not require a arrest warrant. But on the same point, the joint director says that in some cases we obtain arrest warrants, but here we had an apprehension that the arrest warrants, the information could be leaked. Now, very important aspect that he is casting aspersion on the court itself, because they could have obtained the arrest warrant from the court in a sealed cover. So that would have been between the judge of the CBI court and the CBI officials.
No, but how is he casting aspersion on the Supreme Court when he's saying that the court has handed over the investigation and the job is to really uncover the larger conspiracy? And they weren't there to arrest him.
Yeah, of course. Swati, there is no doubt about it. There is nobody above law. If there is some material that needs to be investigated, what all I am saying is that you need to show your past conduct in last 5 years. The 2019 elections is only 60 days away. It smells suspicious. So this is what the department and the ruling dispensation needs to answer.
Okay, Ratan Sharda wants to make a point, but Vikas Gupta, when you say nobody is above law, you yourself are demolishing the theory that this is political vendetta. I'll come to you on that, but let Ratan Sharda respond to the points you've raised. Yes.
See, there is a gentleman sitting claiming to be analyst, Mr. Mishra, and he makes a very political statement that Mulayam, when Mamata Banerjee and this lady did not go, Mayawati didn't go with Modi, he'll unleash the CBI. Remember, they were not with Modi even in 2014. And the same people who applauded investigation of Modi in his own state for 10 hours, saying this is the best part of law, and today they are crying about constitutional crisis, they are crying about vendetta, saying it is breaking of the institutions. The people who are supporting this lady now, making all kind of noises, I shudder to think tomorrow Mamata wants to be Prime Minister, Akhilesh wants his father to be Prime Minister, Mayawati wants to be Prime Minister. Are they going to break India into 28 republics? Are they going to each state having its own law? Was CBI never earlier raiding the political leaders and corrupt officials? Number of corrupt officials being arrested by CBI and ED during last 4 years beyond any numbers of last 65 years. Rather than appreciating, rooting out corruption, these people are supporting people who ate away Sharda scam, poor people's money. They are trying to protect somebody who's creating a constitutional crisis deliberately. Imagine a chief minister trying to become prime minister who has already broken away from CBI, who doesn't allow CBI to enter the state. So they are above law. Now corrupt officers, politicians will be above law. The same ministers and politicians will sit with each other in police files and they will try to stop any kind of investigation. What kind of anti-corruption plan these people have, tell me?
Okay, that's a serious
and what
charge.
kind of law will they employ when they somehow make a government in the center?
Okay, that's a serious charge, Garga Chatterjee. TMC backing corrupt. That's a charge coming in from Ratan Sharda.
let me allow some uninterrupted time as you allowed this Ratan fellow.
Come on, sir. I'm being fair here. Please.
In this case, let us.
Yeah.
Let us concentrate on this case. First of all, you have been saying Supreme Court has handed the
Go on, go on.
This
Mr.
person
Chatterjee.
again is coming in. Ratan, please shut down. Let me speak now. So here is the thing. See, you have been continuously saying that the Supreme Court has transferred the case to CBI. This is true. However, having transferred the case, at every step of the case, the law of the land, that is the constitution, has to be followed. Here, Kolkata High Court has given till 12th or 13th February a stay on the interrogation of Kolkata Police Commissioner Rajiv Kumar. This whole interrogation fracas is completely illegal. Number one. Number two. See what the. Why is this person coming in? Why is this? Why is Ratan coming in? Come on, this is unfair.
Because
this is unfair.
Okay, sir, let him finish. Let him finish.
Ratan.
Okay, let him finish.
Ratan.
No.
Ratan.
You cannot get a right on the road to create a situation in the police station.
Ratan, come on, Ratan, please let me finish.
Yeah, finish. Finish your point, Mr. Chatterjee.
Let me finish.
Yeah, finish your point quickly.
Let me finish.
Yeah, please.
Why are you not stopping him? You can easily mute him. You can easily mute him. You are not doing it.
I am asking you to speak. Please go ahead.
Look at it. Look at it. You want to create this fracas.
Mr. Chatterjee.
Why are you not muting him? Let me finish.
Why will I mute anybody? I am not muting anybody here. I have already told him to let you finish your point. Come on, sir. Please finish your point.
You have been doing this.
I am not muting anybody, sir. You can.
Number two.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just now you had the CBI Joint Director saying a very dangerous thing. He says he will do a search if the warrant is not obtainable. What does he mean? If the CBI cannot make a case in front of the court that he can get a search warrant, he will do it anyways. Law and order is a state subject. Today BJP cannot decide that law and order is a CRPF subject or a CBI subject. Bengal and Bengalis will protect the federal structure of the constitution with their last drop of blood. BJP should understand that this is not an uncivilized land. This is the land of Subhash Bose. We will not cow down to riot mongers.
Okay, sir. I hope you finished your point. I hope you finished your point, and you would not accuse me of being unfair. I hope you finished your point. Let me go across to Tuhin Sinha for a response on that. Also, you know, the CBI believes or accuses Tuhin Sinha and Vikas Gupta also just to answer your point that Rajiv Kumar did not, as he was heading the SID, did not hand over all the documents, and that's precisely why they wanted to examine, interrogate, and wanted him to cooperate into the investigation. He's been accused of slowing down the probe. Tuhin Sinha, respond to the charges.
See, Raj. See, I will not comment on the antecedents of Rajiv Kumar because as I can see in the past, he has had good credentials. The point is, in all likelihood, he has been used and influenced by Mamata Banerjee to suppress certain information, which brings the focus back to TMC and to the Bengal government. What is it that they have to hide? They have been using certain police officers at their disposition to suppress facts, to suppress information. And what is it that really they have to hide? If they have nothing to hide, they should have no problem with CBI coming and interrogating a certain gentleman.
There should be no problem. There should be no problem, says Tuhin Sinha. Garga Chatterjee, quickly. Yes.
Shame on you, anchor. You are not repeating the fact that there is a court order against the interrogation. Why are you not saying it?
Mr. Garga Chatterjee, I have been very patient, sir. I have been very patient with you. You are just crossing your limits. You're crossing your limits. I'm allowing a fair debate here. Everybody is being given a fair chance to present their point. If you have a question, you can ask the BJP spokesperson. I would say shame on you to be conducting a debate in this manner, sir. I'm sorry, but you've been disrespectful first towards your co-panelists. And then you are continuously raising fingers. You please go ahead and ask a question to BJP spokesperson. Who's stopping you from doing that? Don't turn this into a political one now.
Just because you want to,
you can state your facts. Who's stopping you from stating your facts?
Why don't you mention
Garga Chatterjee, now I am going to go across to other guests, and I am now going to go across to other guests. If you have counterpoints, You can come into the debate. Instead of leveling accusations, come into the debate and make a fair point. Let me go across to Dr. Dinesh Varshney. Dr. Dinesh Varshney, the point here is that what is happening right now in West Bengal is not just unprecedented, but it is also inviting now more and more political not just reactions, but an involvement with the parties of the opposition also claiming their support. And, in a sense, Mamata Banerjee announcing protests all across the state of West Bengal. I believe Dinesh Varshney is not able to hear me. So, okay. Before that, we are getting a breaking input at this point in time. It is a massive development in this entire episode. Mamata versus CBI, as we are saying, unprecedented face-off in West Bengal, where the chief minister right now is sitting on dharna. The CBI officials, remember, were detained for trying to examine the police commissioner of Kolkata. Let me go across to our managing editor, Navika Kumar, joining us with the details, more details. Yes, Navika, go ahead. Okay, before we connect with Navika, we are getting this breaking input. The Kolkata Top Cop skipped meet with the Election Commission. Remember, a development which had happened. There were reports that the police commissioner was absconding. Our managing editor, Navika, now joins us with more exclusive details. Let's go across to her. Yes, Navika.
Well, last week, the Election Commission was on a visit to West Bengal. They were in West Bengal, in Kolkata, on Thursday and Friday last, and during these meetings to take stock of the preparedness of the state for the forthcoming elections, there were meetings held between various district collectors as well as the police top brass in Kolkata. In these meetings, the Kolkata Top Cop, Rajiv Kumar, was not present, and it was owing to this skipping of this meeting by Rajiv Kumar that the Election Commission had sought an explanation from the Home Secretary of West Bengal. As per the latest information we are getting at the letter that we put out for our viewers on air, the Home Secretary of West Bengal has clearly pointed out in that letter that Rajiv Kumar did not attend the meeting with the Election Commission because he was on casual leave for personal reasons. He did not mean any disrespect to the Commission, and he will not repeat this in the future. But the reason cited by the Home Secretary is that the Kolkata Police Commissioner was on casual leave for personal reasons. Now, there have been reports over the last few days that the top cop of Kolkata, Rajiv Kumar, has been missing. The state government has now, for the first time in an official communication, admitted that he's on casual leave for personal reasons. That's the reason that has been cited on why he did not attend the meeting with the Election Commission. Is that going to be the reason that they're going to cite even for non-availability to the CBI? That's the big question. But this huge development coming in right now, the Home Secretary of West Bengal writing to the Election Commission, in fact to the Chief Electoral Officer of West Bengal, and stating the reason for the absence of the Kolkata Police Commissioner in the Election Commission meetings on Thursday and Friday was owing to the reason that he was on casual leave for personal reasons. So this is the first official statement, in a way, that the Kolkata authorities, that the West Bengal government has given for the absence of the Kolkata Police Commissioner Rajiv Kumar.
Well, absolutely. But Navika, would they really be able to relate this to him going on a casual leave and the two summons that the Kolkata Police Commissioner had skipped that the CBI had sent to them, and after which the CBI, took this step?
Well, we are expecting the CBI to take this entire matter to court tomorrow. My sense is that with this alibi that has been created by the West Bengal government, it's very clear that their position is likely to be that for some personal reasons, the Kolkata Police Commissioner went on casual leave, which is something that's been okayed by the state government, and it is within the power of the state government to okay this leave. However, the fact is that The Election Commission's tour of West Bengal had been informed to the government of West Bengal much earlier. The days of the meetings had been fixed. The fact that the Police Commissioner of Kolkata was not present in this meeting without any explanation being given. I mean, if he was on casual leave for personal reasons, it could have been communicated to the Election Commission as well, which was not done, which is why the Election Commission had sought an explanation from the Home Secretary, and now the Home Secretary officially stating that the reason for his absence was casual leave for personal reasons. That's the official stand coming in from the West Bengal government.
All right. Navika, thank you. Thank you for getting us those details. We have another breaking input coming in now. We are given to understand that Tejaswi Yadav has spoken to Mamata Banerjee. He has spoken to the Chief Minister who's sitting on Dharna right now, extending the support of his party to TMC. Well, all our guests will continue to be with us. We're also given to understand that Tejaswi Yadav may visit Kolkata tomorrow. We're taking a very short break on this broadcast, but we'll be back with more updates on this big story. Stay with us. Welcome back. Our coverage continues. We are getting breaking inputs now. Mamata Banerjee on the offensive. This is not the time to be scared, says Mamata Banerjee. She is sitting on Dharna. She says, "Jo dar gaya, wo mar gaya." She's giving a call, in fact, to, I believe, all the parties in the opposition. Let me go across to Tamal, who continues to be live with us. Tamal, Mamata Banerjee is saying, "Jo dar gaya, wo mar gaya." Not the time to be scared.
Well, that's right. She is saying, "Jo dar gaya, wo mar gaya," and she is not at all scared. That's the message she is giving to all her party leaders, party workers. As I said in the last dispatch, she has asked all party workers to take out massive protests across the state. So tomorrow, all through the state, all across the state, all through the day, we can be expecting, high voltage protests taken out by Trinamool Congress workers. Even as we speak, Swati, it's important to mention at Rishra, in Hooghly district, the railway station has been blocked. The rail tracks have been blocked by Trinamool Congress workers. This in protest against the CBI action and CBI trying to enter into the police commissioner's residence. At Titagarh in North 24 Parganas, the same scene has been replicating. Trinamool Congress workers have resorted to a dharna on railway tracks. The entire process has disrupted long route train services. Shirshi, you have been getting information from our district reporters. In Asansol too, there is information about protests breaking out, right?
Well, that's right, and we can even see the kind of supporters that have gathered here in Kolkata as well. There are rail rokos that are happening in Rishra, that are happening in different parts of the district. The message has already reached interior parts of Bengal, and this will only going to escalate, because we're going to see more supporters pouring in, not only in Kolkata, because the CM has already announced from tomorrow afternoon there will be protests across the state. So we're going to see the TMC up in arms across the state against the centre here, taking out protests. There were sloganeerings here against the Modi government, and we're going to only see it going further as the night continues, because CM is going to stay put here, even though she's asked her MLAs to leave. Ministers are here, top cops are present here with her, and soon she will move. Once the dais is constructed, she will move there. So we're going to see action from this place.
So this is the point from where all action would be emanating in Kolkata. If I can ask my camera person to just zoom and not really remove the camera, because there are jammers all across because of CM security, and it has kind of affected the signals and the frequency. So behind me, the stage which has now been set up, the entire setup is almost done. The stage has been covered with green carpet, and Mamata Banerjee would be there right at the center of this very stage. Now she has decided to stay put here all through the night. She has requested all her leaders, MLAs, to leave for the night, because tomorrow there is an important budget day. What you have to wait and watch is whether other leaders from opposition parties come and show solidarity, share the same dais with Mamata Banerjee. She is decided that she is not going to move from here. Now, the big question is, how long will this dharna continue? Is this...
All right, Tamal, stay with us. We are now joined by former Prime Minister Mr. H.D. Deve Gowda. Sir, what is happening in West Bengal? What is your analysis of the situation?
It is nothing but a political vindictive action against the Mamata Banerjee. And I must be very frank and plain with you. The way in which things are going on in this country from last 4.5 years, I am keenly watching. All the democratic institutions are going to be misused, and this is nothing new. Yesterday, Prime Minister was in Durgapur, and he has addressed a massive rally, which is organized by his party president, I know that, where he has attacked all the opposition Mahagathbandhan to replace him, by who are all looted this nation. This type of attack is a very uncharitable, is not proper on the part of the Prime Minister. And now, today the CBI has gone to harass, taking some plea. What are they doing all these days? 4 years back, Mamata Banerjee's one minister was arrested. He was poor. They have taken his evidence to see that Mamata Banerjee was to be arrested. She took a hard decision. Come on, you arrest whatever may be the thing. I will face this issue. She is not a corrupt politician. I know that. Not from today, from 40 years. I know Mamata Banerjee. She is a very honest politician. Don't be under the impression this type of vindictive action within one day is not befitting to the Prime Minister. We are now remembering the emergency days without declaring emergency. All these three types of political vindictive action is now taken by the present government.
So, Mr. Devegowda, are you saying that the opposition party leaders are being targeted? Because the CBI's version is that this is an investigation handed to us by the Supreme Court and we're just doing our job.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Devegowda, if you heard my question, sir, the CBI is saying this investigation was given to us by the Supreme Court. We're just doing our job.
Please hear me. Supreme Court has given the permission, not today. Not yesterday. It is about 4 years or 5 years back. CBI has remembered it today morning. Yesterday the Prime Minister went there and addressed the public meeting, attacking using all types of unparliamentary language. What do you mean by that?
But sir, the CBI is saying we have been sending summons to him. And he has been skipping our summons. We also asked the DGP to direct the police commissioner to cooperate in the investigation, and he is not cooperating. That is what the CBI is saying.
Please hear me. Why CBI, all these days sleeping, today morning they went. Yesterday Prime Minister was there. Will you answer me?
Sir, but since last year the CBI is trying to summon him for the probe. That's I'm just presenting to you the CBI's version.
Try to say all these stories. Yesterday Prime Minister went there and attacked today. Since for the last 4 years nobody has gone there. On the chip fund issue, floor leader was arrested and he was in jail for 6 months or 7 months. After all these things, there is no further action by the CBI. Today morning they went, and it is clearly an indication how the union government is going to take revenge against the political leaders. Don't unnecessarily provocate me. Just let me honest. This is only a political vindictiveness against Mamata Banerjee. There is nothing more to add.
So, sir, are your representatives of your party also be going to Kolkata to... Alright, I believe we've lost that line with the former Prime Minister, H.D. Devegowda. They're questioning the timing of this particular investigation and CBI's move to examine the police commissioner of Kolkata. So the Chief Minister is sitting on dharna. We are getting breaking inputs that tomorrow there is going to be protest held by the workers of the TMC. In fact, a sensational news break now coming in. As far as the CBI is concerned, CBI is mulling moving the Supreme Court tonight. Remember, The CBI said what the Kolkata police did is a contempt of court by blocking their investigation, and the CBI is now mulling moving the Supreme Court, which can happen tonight itself. A sensational news break there. Our managing editor Navika Kumar joins us on the broadcast. Navika, big news coming in. CBI mulling and in fact an action against the Kolkata police by moving the top court tonight.
They're just getting sources that the CBI is preparing the expedition to move the Supreme Court tonight are being explored. At the moment, from what we are being told, the Chief Justice of India is on a flight and the CBI in touch with the Registrar's office, but the Registrar's office can only be opened after permission has been obtained from the Chief Justice of India. The decision in the Chief Justice lands, and if he says okay, then the Supreme Court Registrar's office will be open tonight, and the CBI will petition right there. But the option of course, moving the Supreme Court at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow, mentioning in the Chief Justice's court, something that's definitely on the cards. So the CBI exploring the option of approaching the Supreme Court tonight itself. But this will depend on whether the registrars from the chief currently understood to be on a flight.
Navika, there is a slight problem in that audio line with you. We'll connect with you once again. Meanwhile, I'm just telling our viewers what you told us, that the CJI, the Chief Justice of India, is currently on a flight, and for the Registrar's office to be opened, for the CBI, in fact, to move the Supreme Court tonight would need the Chief Justice of India's permission. The CBI indeed is exploring the option. Let me go back to our reporters on the field there. Tamal and Shreyasi, on one hand, you are telling us that the Chief Minister is going to be there on the dharna throughout the night. She's asked her MLAs and her ministers to go, as there's a budget that needs to be presented in the assembly tomorrow. But before I go across to them, let me go back to our managing editor. Navika is back with us. I hope the audio line is clear. So Navika, you were telling me that the CBI is exploring the option of moving the court tonight, but of course they need the permission of the Chief Justice of India for the Registrar's office to be open. On the other hand, in West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee has decided to stay on the dharna throughout the night.
That's right. In fact, looking at the situation in Kolkata, the Chief Minister of West Bengal the option of approaching the Supreme Court tonight itself. They had the option of approaching the Supreme Court at 10:30 a.m. in an urgent mentioning before the Chief Justice of India. But they are waiting for permission. If the Registrar's office can be open tonight, that permission can only be obtained once the Chief Justice of India, Justice Ranjan Gogoi, who's currently understood to be on a flight, lands, and that is something that will be decided in a little while from now. But the CBI keeping both options open, lawyers on standby to approach the Supreme Court tonight. And if tonight's permission is not got, then first thing in the morning at 10:30 a.m. So while there's a drama unfolding in Kolkata with Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on a dharna, the Supreme Court doors will be knocked by the CBI. The CBI is swinging into action and looking at moving the Supreme Court for permission to carry ahead with their investigations, for which they had tried to go and question the police commissioner of Kolkata. But what we are also given to understand that at least 12 to 14 summons have been issued to the Kolkata police commissioner, which haven't been responded to. And that's the reasoning that the CBI is likely to put forth before the Supreme Court when they move the court, either tonight or first thing tomorrow morning.
All right. Well, will that knock be answered? Will the doors open? We'll wait to know what's going to happen. Navika, for the moment, thank you. We'll come back to you as and when there is another development. For the moment, I'm going back to Tamal and Shreyasi, who are joining us live from the venue where the Chief Minister of Kolkata is sitting on dharna. Tamal, well, you were telling us earlier that the Chief Minister has asked the MLAs and ministers to go back because there's a budget that needs to be presented, but she will stay put. She is going to stay on dharna.
That's right, Swati. She has decided to stay back, stay put here the whole night. Just to give you a sense of the place, this is the iconic metro channel, and we call it iconic for several reasons. A, there is a Y channel which has been the hub or the center point, the epicenter of many protests over the years, over generations, and this is the very place where Mamata Banerjee sat for her indefinite hunger strike while she protested against Tatas and ousted Tatas from Shingur. Today, she has sat on dharna once again at the same very spot at Metro Channel. This time, she is protesting against CBI's conduct and the CBI's alleged interference into state's business at the behest of the central government. At this point in time, it's absolutely chaotic out here. Trinamool Congress workers have all descended out here. To an extent, it's a Herculean task for even police to maintain the law and order situation out here, given the fact the Chief Minister herself is seated there in a kind of a cocoon which has been created by the police. But then the Chief Minister has made it very clear that she would be going to any extent to raise her voice to protest against centre's alleged intention of interfering into state business and in a way coerce state to muzzle down, to in a way given and concede through at the hands of the central agencies. We heard the Chief Minister just a short while back. She said there would be protests all across the state tomorrow, even though the entire bandobast is happening here at Dharmatala. But then we know the entire state would be at on high alert.
That's right, and Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is still here with all the ministers by her side. And she has said that how there will be protests tomorrow afternoon onwards across the state. There are rail rocos that are already taking place, which will have an effect on the railway system here as well. So we can kind of say that West Bengal is going to come to a standstill tomorrow, and this is the epicenter. This is the place from where Mamata Banerjee is going to be keeping a very close watch across the state on this particular issue. She's put her foot down. The stage is being made. Opposition leaders have been calling her. Mayawati, Rahul Gandhi, Arvind Kejriwal, Omar Abdullah, several opposition leaders have called her, and this is going to be an opposition show of strength of a kind, and we can only see that the political war will be escalating because Union Minister Prakash Javadekar will be here in Kolkata. Just kilometers away from here, probably around 3 kilometers away from here, is the BJP state office. The West Bengal BJP headquarters is just about 3 kilometers from here, while Mamata Banerjee will be here holding her dharna. Prakash Javadekar will be holding a press conference tomorrow at noon at the BJP head office. The CBI, on the other hand, has sought appointment from the governor as well. There's also a case that is going to be taken up in the Supreme Court regarding this. So a lot of movement that's happening, not only just politically, but also when it comes to the central agencies, a lot of developments that are expected through the night and even tomorrow.
And not to forget, even in Parliament tomorrow, Trinamool Congress is going to be raising the entire issue, and it would be a high voltage scene tomorrow once again in Parliament. Derek O'Brien in Delhi would be spearheading the entire protest in the Parliament, and they have taken up the slogan, Prime Minister has to go. That's a slogan which has been mooted by Trinamool Congress. That's a slogan which in all likeness would be reverberating inside and outside the compound of Parliament tomorrow, as Trinamool Congress is trying to consolidate all opposition parties on this very issue. Swati, going back just a couple of hours when the entire drama unfolded, and we saw Trinamool Congress Supremo, Chief Minister of the state, Mamata Banerjee, entering into the CP's house, the Police Commissioner's residence, and then she held a high-level meeting. And we were given a sense that top police brass would be there. We were given a sense that she would be mulling over other options, every option to in a way counter CBI. And little could even think that she would come up with a decision like going on a dharna. This is quite a recollection of what you have seen during the Shingur time. Once she came out of CP's house, the police commissioner's residence, and after she lambasted at the central government and Modi government and made the entire scene a political scene, suggesting that all agencies, be it a central agency, state agency, should come together for their own integrity and support her cause. And eventually she announced that she would be sitting on dharna. Yes, the dharna is on. I cannot really confirm you the temperature out at the moment could be around 19 to 20 degrees Celsius, might just dip down a little further as the night progresses and we approach early in the morning. But then Mamata Banerjee has decided she will be staying put out here. Well, why don't you describe the scene, what you see there behind Shoshi? The stage is almost set for the mega show of strength.
Well, that's right, and the show of strength is only going to increase because we have seen the kind of TMC ministers here at the venue. District President Onubroto Mondal has also come down. A lot of TMC supporters have poured in, and this is going to increase as the night progresses, as it becomes early morning. People from districts are expected to come in here. We have to wait and see whether opposition leaders will be flying down tomorrow or not. That we will confirm in the morning as and when we get confirmation. But of course, there's been a massive reach out from the opposition leaders to Mamata Banerjee, who is going to be sitting here at Dharamtala throughout the night and on an indefinite dharna, as she says. She will be holding her cabinet meeting before the budget here. Remember, it was just yesterday that Narendra Modi addressed 2 mega rallies here in West Bengal, and there has been so many developments that we've been seeing since morning. When the Chief Minister addressed the news conference outside the Commissioner's house today, the Commissioner was not present. The DG was there, ADG Law and Order was there. Firad Hakim, the Mayor of Kolkata and senior TMC Minister, was present by her side when she was addressing the news conference right after the scuffle that broke out between the Kolkata police and how the CBI was detained outside the Commissioner's residence. But it's only after Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee left the residence in the car for the dharna site is when the Commissioner of Police, Rajiv Kumar, walked out from his residence and said he will be addressing the media tomorrow. Before that, there was speculations, there were uncertainty whether he was present in the house, whether he was not there, because the CBI was told that he was not. The CBI was told he was not inside, but they did see the register that had Rajiv Kumar inside the house. So Rajiv Kumar's house, the Commissioner's house, had almost turned into a fortress with the kind of security that we saw outside.
It's important to mention, Shoshi, that CBI is also not taking it lying down. We know CBI
right.
will
On
be
that
approaching
note,
the Supreme Court.
Tamal, hold on to that thought, because we've been continuously presenting the CBI's version also, and we spoke to the Joint Director of CBI, Mr. Pankaj Srivastav, and this is what he had to say. Let's listen into that.
That's right. मेरे घर पे घेरा हुआ है. मेरे घर को करीब 1 घंटा हो गया घेरा हुआ है. 1 घंटे से ज्यादा समय.
तो आपने पुलिस वालों से बात करने की कोशिश की सर? क्या कह रहे हैं वो? आपके घर पे क्यों घेरा हुआ है?
मुझे जो इन्फॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं वो ये क्यों अरेस्ट करेंगे, तो उनसे बात करने का कोई मतलब नहीं. एक्चुअली पुलिस को वारंट हम लेते हैं, लेकिन जब हमको ये अंदेशा होता है कि वारंट लेने के समय में लीक हो जाएगी इंफॉर्मेशन और वारंट मिलने में भी डाउट रहता है कई बार, तो हमें वारंट की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. पुलिस को वारंट लेकर जाने की हर जगह आवश्यकता नहीं है इन्वेस्टिगेशन में. और ये केस हमने सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश से, ये जो है माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश से रजिस्टर किया है और इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहे हैं, जिसमें लार्जर कंस्पिरेसी को इन्वेस्टिगेट करना है. और उसके लिए हम लोगों को काम नहीं करने दिया जा रहा है. पिछले 2 वर्षों से 2017 से हम लोग लगातार नोटिस दे रहे थे इन अधिकारियों को, पुलिस अधिकारियों को, कि वो आकर के और हमें बताएं कि कुछ एविडेंस, जो इम्पोर्टेंट एविडेंस है, वो कहाँ गया. बट ये लोग आते नहीं हैं और उल्टे नोटिस और कार्रवाई करते हैं. ऑफिसर्स आर टोल्ड सम ऑफ देम हु कुड नॉट बी राउंडेड अप बाय देम that they were not manhandled and they mishandling, they were manhandled, even 1 or 2 lady police CBI officers.
Okay.
And once they come out, then only they can tell the detail, and once I am able to go to them. But I have been detained here, and my officers, both the officers have been surrounded by the policemen, and I am apprehensive of the safety of the records, very valuable records, not only this case, but hundreds of very important cases.
So, Mr. Srivastav, are you saying that those records that you are talking about, they are with you inside your residence?
No. The record at my office is Salt Lake. We have got an office at Salt Lake and we have got an office in Nizam Palace.
Okay, so that is also under siege. Is that your claim, sir?
Yes. I have been told that it is under siege by the local police, and there is a possibility, there is an apprehension that somebody may break open the office and they may destroy the important evidence. I've spoken to my bosses. They only permit once they give approval, then only we act.
And have you had a word with the Kolkata Chief Secretary?
I tried to talk to him, but he was not available on my phone.
And will the CBI team now approach Supreme Court?
Yes, definitely we'll go to the Supreme Court. Honorable Supreme Court only has given the cases, and if the writ of Honorable Supreme Court cannot be executed by us, then we are not able to to claim our existence. It is not a case which has been done by CBI on any other order, but it is on the order of Honorable Supreme Court. And we had in hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
And we in the year 2017 we had moved to Honorable Supreme Court with a miscellaneous application and praying there that a lot of interference from the local police, from the local authorities in our investigation is being done, and we are not able to move forward.
A lot of interference is being done, says the joint CBI director in the investigation. And he's also saying that a warrant is not required. That's exactly where this entire face-off started from. Tamal and Shresi continue to be with us. Tama, for further clarity, we spoke to the joint CBI director and we did ask him about this point that the CBI team was supposed to show a warrant and that is why they were stopped. Now, he's saying our job is to unearth the larger conspiracy and we need not carry a warrant with us because this investigation has handed to us, has been handed by the Supreme Court, and since 2017, we are summoning the police commissioner of Kolkata.
Well, yes, that is the version of the CBI joint director. But then when it comes to Kolkata police, they are maintaining their point that if anyone is coming to the police commissioner's residence, a residence which is considered to be extremely highly secured, if anyone wants to enter into that residence, a purpose has to be explained. When CBI came knocking the gate of the Kolkata police commissioner's residence, the only explanation that was sought from them, what is the purpose, who are they? When they explain they are CBI, they fail to explain the purpose and they also fail to produce any kind of warrant, any document suggesting they are here either to examine him, they are here either to interrogate him, they are here either to search his residence or look for things.
Hold on to that thought. I will come back to you for more updates. For the moment, I'm slipping to a very, very short break. Stay with us.
The News Hour Special Edition.